The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On first down, here's Mon. Open here, Adam Thielen. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here. Mon. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we've got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7, Vikings nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Mon going to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Oh, nice move. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Mon looks to throw. Caught on the slant. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Browns' 1-yard line.
Here's Mon. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Cook will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A give. This is Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. To throw is Watson. Going out wide, finds Chubb. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained, but no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Watson now to throw. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 23. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And that is taken in by Njoku. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Swings this out for Hunt. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Oh, what a move. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. Second in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Mon to the air on 1st and 10. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
They run it again with Cook. Fights him off, and he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Here now the one-time Brown, Greg Joseph, on against his former team to try the field goal. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. The kick by Joseph is good, and they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Browns drive about to get started. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And all the way in, touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. will carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Monstro there taken in by Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the second round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A first down catch there for Smith.
Monstro pulled in by Jefferson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. First down, here's the run with Cook. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Mon. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he gets us inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Cook. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Mond out of the shotgun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
On 2nd and goal, Mond. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Browns drive about to get started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
On first down, here's Mon. His throw incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mon. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the gun, here's Mon. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Mon. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead. But I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Joseph's got it. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Graham, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Watson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great tech.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now Folk for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 13.
Makes the score Vikings 34. Browns 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like,